Welcome to another episode of KIWK Talks. In this episode, we're going to mainly be focusing on self-happiness. Yes, that is the topic of the week, and that's what we came up with. We're basically just going to focus on self-happiness, self-respect, self-love, and just self-worth. So let's get into the video. The very first step into moving towards self-happiness is letting go of the toxic people. Yes, it does not matter if it's family, friends, you're in a relationship. You have to let the negative people go. If they only talking about negative stuff, they don't talk about positive things, they always bringing you down, they're toxic, and their energy is just weighing you down, let them go. People are so draining. People can literally suck the life out of you if you allow them to. Learn when to distance yourself from people like that. People like that don't mean you well. People don't always have the best intentions when it comes to you. So it is up to you to always protect your energy. It's up to you to always know when it's time to move on. It's time to remove yourself from certain situations. Just because you've known somebody for a long time does not mean you have to be unhappy with this person. You do not have to deal with anybody's negative ways, toxic ways because of the relationship you guys have. It does not matter how long you've known this person. If all they do is speak negative things and they're always talking negative, they never uplifting you, never motivating you, always got some negative shit to say about what you got going on, time to go. Let them go. You know what I'm saying? Not everybody is always rooting for you. You do not have to always put up with other people's bullshit because you've known them for 5+ years or your whole life. Oh, well, let them go, sis. You have to let people go sometimes. It's hard, it's difficult, but sometimes you have to put yourself first. It is not selfish if you put yourself first. Do not ever let anybody tell you, oh, you're selfish because this is that. No, it don't matter. You matter. You are your star player. You always have to make sure you are okay at all times. Do not let anybody mind fuck you, period. Another thing is acceptance. Once we just accept that we're human, we will make mistakes, we will have rough days. And when we accept that certain people that we want in our lives forever don't make the cut, I think we will be okay. I think that's when life starts to look up for us, and I think that's when our self-happiness starts to evolve a tad bit, because acceptance is so important. The more and more we live in denial, I'm like, oh no, or what if this? No. Once you be in that moment and you realize, okay, this isn't making me happy anymore, or this situation is toxic, then that's when the next step come in. You have to put actions behind your words. You can say all types of things. You can run your mouth all day, but when there's no action involved, now you're a liar. Because you said all this, but you did nothing about it. You could be like, oh, I'm going to be the next president. I'm going to be a doctor. I'm going to be a teacher. But if you don't put the work in or the actions behind those words, you're going to be stuck in that same situation. So it's okay to speak on things, but what are you going to do about it? That's what you ask yourself. Okay, I'm unhappy. What am I going to do about it? This situation is toxic. This person doesn't mean me well. What am I going to do about it? You ask yourself that. When you're noticing that you're not happy anymore, what are you going to do about it? Ask yourself that. Another thing, do not put your happiness in other people's hands, because it's your happiness. It's self-happiness. It all starts with self. You have to learn things about yourself. You have to learn how to accept yourself. You have to learn what you like, what you dislike, what you like to eat, what kind of hobbies you like to do. You have to learn about the self. Once you learn about yourself and you learn things about you and you've accepted you for you, nobody can ever disrupt your happiness. Nobody can ever disrupt your self-worth. Nobody can ever make you feel bad about yourself, because you know you and you know what you want to do. You cannot rely on people to always be there for you. You cannot always rely on people to make you happy. You cannot depend on the next person to make you happy. You have to make sure you're happy. You have to do what makes you happy. You have to always make sure you are being the best you that you can be for you, not anybody else. You do not have to do what anybody else wants you to do. You do not have to be what somebody else wants you to be. You be what you want to be. You fulfill your desires. You chase after your dreams. You create your dreams and you chase it. You fulfill it. Don't pity yourself. Do not be hard on yourself. Learn yourself. Learn some things about yourself. And keep yourself going and keep yourself pushing, because at the end of the day, you go to sleep with you. When you wake up in the morning, you're looking at you. So you ask yourself, whose life is this? Ask yourself, are you happy? Are you proud of the person you're looking at? Are you proud of the person you're becoming? Are you proud of the person that you're transitioning into? Are you happy with the people around you? If you are answering those questions and they all sound good, then you're doing a great job. But if you iffy about some, you hesitating on some, then you need to evaluate. You just need to step back, analyze your situations, your relationship with people, and you just need to adjust some things. It's okay. Change is okay. Do not be afraid of change. Life is so short and happiness is so rare. If something is making you happy, you go do it. Fulfill it. Do not be scared to risk it. If something's going to make you happy, do it. Do not worry about what other people have to say. Do not worry about what other people are going to think about you. As long as you are happy, that's all that matters, okay? For an example, that's like you settling for your partner and they don't mean you any well. You're only settling because, oh, I've known him for so many years and you're just so comfortable. He knows me and I know him. So what? You could have been dating a man for 10 years and meet a dude 10 days that has better intentions for you. Do not settle because of the history. Don't settle because you are comfortable. Okay, that's just an example. We're going to get into settling a whole nother time. That'll be a different topic for another day. But basically, my point to you is just to always make sure you're okay. Always check in with yourself. If you have to, separate yourself, turn off your phone, put it on Do Not Disturb, and just get away. Take a drive somewhere. You can do that. And do not let anybody make you feel bad because you're taking care of yourself and you're making sure that you're okay. That is what you need to do. Also, as you're protecting your energy and you're working on your self-happiness, go ahead on and spread that same positivity that you want back. Don't always just look for positive things and looking for the love from others. You be the change that you want to see. You be the change that you want in your life. So you go ahead on, compliment somebody, make somebody feel good. You know what I'm saying? Just spread the love and the positivity out in this world. There's so much hatred and so much jealousy and, toxic people in the world. And I really feel like if we just speak to somebody, say hello to somebody, not always making a face, turning your nose at somebody when they walk past, just speak. Don't stare. And some of y'all toxic too. Yeah, I said it. A lot of y'all are negative. A lot of you guys are toxic as well. So while you're, focusing on the people around you, go ahead on and check yourself too. Self-reflect for a moment. Because a lot of energy you guys are reciprocating is because that's what you're giving off. Best believe what you put in this atmosphere, baby, it's going to come back around. So while you self-reflecting and you self-analyzing and you working on self, make sure that you're a positive person. Make sure you're a happy person. Make sure that you're spreading love and positivity out there. Because just because you're around people does not necessarily mean it's them. It could be you too. Maybe change the way you think about some things. I want us to make sure that we're okay. My main goal to get across to you guys is to make sure your star player is okay. Who's your star player? You. You are your star player. You always have to make sure that you're okay. We need to start making ourselves a priority. We have to always make sure that we're first in our lives. You are number one. You matter. You're beautiful. You're strong. You're smart. You're worth it. You're important. You're strong. I want you guys to always take those words with you. And I want you to start saying those words. And I want you to believe those words. Because I believe those words. I tell myself that every day. I want you ladies to start telling yourself that every day. Say it. I want y'all to say it so much, y'all never forget it. Recite it. Believe it. When you say it, believe it. Every day will not be a good day. But there is good in every day. So what I'm basically trying to say is, don't let hard days get you down. You will encounter rough days. You will encounter toxic people. But it's up to you to protect yourself. It is up to you to protect your energy. You go through what you allow. I'm going to let that simmer. What you allow to happen will continue to happen. So if you're in a toxic situation, you're dealing with some negative people, it's because you are allowing it to happen. We make the choices. We make the decisions in our life. It's not the next person. You can't be mad at the next person. We do it to ourselves. I'll be stuck in certain situations and be mad at everybody else and mad at the world because you're in a situation. But you always have to ask yourself, who got you there? Whose fault is it? That's what a lot of us have to understand when we're trying to be happy. We can't blame the next person because of what we've done and our decisions at the end of the day. So if you're in a messed up relationship, whose fault is that? It's your fault. If you're in a toxic situation or you don't want to be friends with this person anymore, or this job is causing you too much stress, quit. Stop being friends with that person. It may sound simple, it may sound easy, but it really is that simple and that easy. When you really start putting yourself first and you really start loving yourself and you start caring about yourself, and when your self-happiness becomes a priority, all that extra bullshit that you've encountered in the past will no longer be a thing. Basically, what I'm saying is, make sure that you're okay at all times. Make sure that you're taken care of at all times. Make sure that you're around people who love and support you and who is uplifting you. Just think about the people you're around. Think about what, they have done and what they haven't done. Pay attention to what people say and what they don't say. Because, we deal with a lot of people off the fact of history and how comfortable we are. And sometimes we have to break the barrier and we have to step out of our comfort zones and just say, fuck this. This person doesn't mean me well. This person does not love me how they say they love me. So sometimes we have to think, we got to step back, evaluate the situation, and just do what's best for you. Always do what's best for you. Always put yourself first. You matter. I do not want y'all to forget that. You matter. Say it with me. So before I go, what are some of the things I always tell you ladies? What are some things I'm always pushing for y'all to understand? If you know what I'm talking about, if you know that you are blank, 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 go ahead on and comment below and let me know what are the things I'm always telling you ladies. And I'm going to see who's really been paying attention. Thank you guys for watching.